Hi guys, it's Chris speaking. Welcome back. So something I'm going to introduce to this channel over this year is trans story time. So there are things that happen to trans people, in my case specifically female to male, because hello, that is what I am, that is sort of like rites of passage or just weird things that happen to us, to most of us. Some of them are going to be negative, some of them are going to be positive, because let's face it, we get a bit of both, especially with dysphoria and euphoria. Very, very different, but very, very powerful for a trans person to experience. Today, I wanted to have a chat to you guys about passing. So, it's a fear. It is a fear for trans people to go anywhere and know whether they are passing or not. If you tell a trans person they're passing and they go out and they're confident, and then they misgendered, or you might say something offhand that doesn't really tell them that they were passing, then that is going to bring the whole mood down. It is dangerous for trans people to think that they are passing when they're not sometimes, depending on where you live. But it is a big thing. For me personally, I tried to joke about it pre-hormones. I know I don't pass, but thank you for using my correct pronouns, like it was something I didn't expect people to do, even though I desperately wanted them to. One of the things that I really has given me a sense of euphoria over the past sort of, 6 to 12 months is meeting new people and introducing myself and have them accept me as the gender that I am, or the gender that I identify with, and not ever having known me as my past self, or how I identified previously. And that is so nice as a trans person. So the first time that happened, it was with a friend of a friend, actually a friend of my fiance's, and it was her 30th birthday. And I knew most of the people that were coming to this event, but I didn't know him. I was still 4 or 5 months off hormones. I didn't know they were on the cards for me yet, but it was the first time I was introduced to someone as a boyfriend. And that sense of euphoria that sort of, went through me was amazing. And I know that for me personally, in transitioning, I didn't want to meet new people. It was hard enough to be around the people that I already knew. It was hard enough to be around my family and have to deal with being misgendered, and having to sit back and sort of take it until they realised that what they were doing wasn't wrong, but it was them sort of coming to terms with it. But this guy took it on board straight away, and he didn't miss a beat. And I've had that happen a couple of times now, especially now that I'm on hormones and I pass a little bit better. Maybe not at the moment because of facial weight, and I've just shaved my goatee, but generally if I've got that tuft of hair, I tend to pass 9 times out of 10, which is great. But when I've met new people now, and that's happened a couple of times, it's just accepted. No one asks me about it. It's, oh, sup man, or hey man, and we just talk about it. And when you're able to do that, that is so powerful to a trans person, no matter what, if they're male to female or female to male, or whether they're non-binary. Just being accepted as who you are to someone new is insane. So it's happened to me with that person, and they know who they are. Thank you so much for never questioning it. And I hung out with that person quite a bit for a period of time last year, and there were no questions. And if I was feeling down on myself, he would go out of his way to say things that affirmed my gender, and it was amazing to have that sort of support. I met my sister's new boyfriend as a male, and no questions were asked. I was just her brother. I met, my friend's boyfriend, and again, no questions asked, and that is amazing. So that was one of the more positive story times that I've had. I think I'm going to delve into the world of bathrooms, and that's going to be a big feature of Trans Story Time, because bathrooms are still terrifying no matter if you pass or not. especially for people who are a little bit older and have used a certain bathroom. Anyway, I'm babbling about bathrooms. But if you like story time, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there are things that you want me to talk about my experience with. If you have trans story times of your own, feel free to leave them below. I think it's really important to start a conversation about things that are positive and things that are negative. It's stuff that happens to us. I'll catch you next time. If you watch to the end, thanks for watching. Okay, bye. Yay, we're done.